bout to throw them balls. We bout to swing them things. We bout to throw them balls. We bout to swing them things. It's about to be what, girlfriend? What's up, CherishingFlo fam? Welcome back to my channel. We're all about love, positivity, being a girl boss, and everything in that vicinity. In today's video, we are going to be doing another story time. So, I don't know why I haven't done the story time before. Actually, I kind of forgot the situation ever happened, despite how much drama it actually was. I completely forgot about it until recently. So basically, the story time is going to be about the time that somebody tried to fight me. This little Miss Thing tried to fight me over herself getting caught up. If you're new to this channel, then go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you're not new to this channel, then welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me as much as I love you. And yeah, let's not even waste no time. Let's not waste no time. Let's get right into the video. So I'm going to try to start from the beginning. I'm going to try to go down the timeline correctly because I want to make sure that you guys really get the, But basically, me and this girl already had a history of not really liking each other before this whole situation went down. We're gonna call her Janae. We're gonna call her Janae. I may have mentioned her in another video, the relationship 24 hours video. She was another girl who that guy was also talking to when we met. And if you guys want the whole story about how that went down, like how me and her initially got on each other's bad side, then share that video. Then, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll share that video down below and I'll get into all of that. But that's not what this video is about. So, me and her already kind of didn't like each other. However, we had never met. We had never, there was no real beef. It was just kind of like, yeah, I don't like her. Yeah, I don't like her, whatever. And I had heard that she had said this, that, and the other about me, and that's fine. I didn't care. Like, she was grown. I didn't really give a crap about her. So, this girl is a few years older than me. So, she was Miss Oakwood, right? Or no, she wasn't Miss Oakwood. She was running for Miss Oakwood when all of this happened. Now, Oakwood is a Christian university. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because of how outlandish she behaved despite the fact that she was running for Miss Oakwood to represent this Christian organization, which I thought was so interesting. But that's not the point. So basically, she was dating this guy, let's call him Kenny. I don't remember what I called them in the last video. If I look it up, I'll put it on the screen. If I don't, then I don't. But we'll call him Kenny in this video. And Kenny and I had already dated. We literally dated for like 24 hours. It wasn't long. We talked for a summer, whatever. It was no big thing. But around this time, Kenny and me were not friends anymore, or at least I didn't consider us friends anymore. We weren't beefing or arguing or anything like that. But he had done some stuff, thrown me under the bus, lied to cover his own BS, blocked me. He had just done some stuff that made me feel like he wasn't a good friend, and so I stopped really caring about him that much. And at this time, I was getting really close to one of my female friends. We will call her Monica. Monica liked women. Like, I don't know if she's bisexual or if she's a lesbian, but I know she likes women. And one day Monica calls me, and I'm trying to start from the beginning and go in order. One day Monica calls me and she says, do you know somebody named, what do we call her? I forgot what I called her that fast. Somebody named Janae. Somebody named Janae. And I was like, no, because Janae also went by another name, which is what I knew her by, and so I didn't know when she said Janae, I didn't know who she was talking about. But when she kept talking, I was like, oh yeah, I do know who that is. We don't really have a good history. And she asked me what I thought of her, what was my experience with her, and I was just sharing with her my experience. She was talking to Kenny, and that went blah blah blah. So then, like, she said that she knew me, and I guess she didn't like me. All this was not news to me, so I didn't care. And it is what it is. I told her my honest experience, my honest opinion about her, which was just that she's not that great of a person. She's kind of selfish. She's a little whorish. And this is not, and all of that I told her was not based off of what I've seen, but what I've experienced, not just with how she's treated Kenny, but other things that I have known from other people who have had experiences with her. So it wasn't like she had ever, tried nothing with me or anything like that. But apparently, my friend, Monica, and Janae were talking. They met on a dating app. Now, at the time, I was shocked because I didn't even know that Janae liked women. So I was just like, oh, wow, that's crazy. But I didn't think, like, you know, it was kind of like a situation that didn't really matter over time. So later on, as their relationship is progressing and they're talking and blah, 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 Monica's, talking to me about them. And I don't really remember all the little details that happened in between. But this specific instance was right before I was about to go back to my hometown where Oakland University is. They were doing like an alumni thing that they do every year. This is like right around like a couple weeks before I was going to town for that. So she told Monica that Janae and Kenny were just friends, but I was following Kenny on Snapchat. So when I was on Snapchat one day, I was looking at his, just going through the little videos on Snapchat, and I saw Kenny and Janae. And Janae and Kenny was doing some stuff. Like, they was all in each other's throats and touching and kissing and everything on Snapchat, which I thought was kind of gross, but whatever. So they were doing that on Snapchat, and I was just kind of like... And I asked Monica, I was like, are you guys still talking? She's like, yeah. She said, well, I saw them on Snapchat, and it didn't look like they was just friends. But, I don't remember what happened next, but I remember thinking, like, okay, Monica was saying that Janae was saying that, they were just friends, everything was innocent, blase, blase, blase. And I was like, and she asked me to find out if that was true, like if Kenny and Janae were just friends. So I just straight up texted Kenny. I had his number. I said, now mind you, at this time, me and Kenny were not necessarily cool, but I had his number. I didn't dislike him, but I felt like, he was just, I don't know. But I texted him and I said, are you going out? Are you and Janae dating in a relationship? He said yes. That is what he said. I screenshotted that conversation and sent it to Monica. That was it. That was my involvement. So then he's like, why are you asking? Why are you worrying about me and her? Blah, 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 blah. I wasn't even responding to him because in my mind I was like, okay, I don't care about you and her. I don't care about you, period. But Monica's my friend. Janae trying to play her and I ain't with that. I'm going to tell Monica because I wanted, her to be aware that the girl who's claiming she want to be in a relationship with her, blase, 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 is not on the up and up. Like I said, there are a lot of details that happened before then, like little stuff that happened here and there that I don't really remember, but I remember this main thing because then it became Janae talking about me being in love. She was like going off thinking, I guess she thought because I asked him if they were in a relationship, she thought that it was my interest in Kenny that made me ask. And I was like, no, boo-boo. No. Like, if you saw my 24-hour relationship video, then you know that Kenny and me were friends, and I loved Kenny on a friendship level, but after I broke up with him, that was pretty much it. Like, I had no problem letting go of my romantic feelings. It wasn't that deep. We had barely talked. Like, she used the words, you're still in love with Kenny, and I remember being like, still? I was never in love with him in the first place. What are you talking about? So I was just like, okay, clearly in my mind, I'm thinking Kenny's told her some things that are not accurate to save his own butt again, which is what he did, which is why we stopped being friends in the first place, because he kept trying to throw me under the bus and make it seem like I was doing things I wasn't doing, or I was trying to get with him when I wasn't, to make himself look better because he know what he be on. Because he was just as unfaithful as she was, period. Like, that's just the way it was. That's how their relationship worked. But so I wasn't even testing all that. She started talking all out the side of her neck, blase, blase, blase. Then Monica tells me that first Monica tells me that she starts talking crap about me. Like, she's all like, I'll beat Ricky up, and she needs to comb her hair. I had locks by then. And she was like, I need to comb my hair. And I was like, I have locks. So what is it I need to... Like, I was sitting there thinking, like... She was calling me nappy-headed and all this other stuff. And I wasn't fazed. Like, I was just like, you're dumb. I'm not even about to argue with you. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. I don't care. So she was saying all of that. And then all of a sudden, other people who are following Janae were just like, what did you do to Janae? She's all on Snapchat talking about how she's from Birmingham and you don't want it and she's going to be joking. She was saying all of this using my name, but I don't follow her on Snapchat. I don't even know what her Snapchat is. So she knew I wasn't going to see it. So I'm just like, well, what was your purpose? You're talking crap to everybody else. What are you doing? Like, what's happening? Like I was just like, what are you talking about? So she tells Monica she's going to jump me when I come to my hometown. And I was like, she's going to Now, in my mind, I'm thinking like, this girl really doesn't understand who I am, because if she did, she wouldn't have picked this fight. Because in my mind, I was just like, what is she trying to fight me for? Because I told her about herself. So I texted her myself. I texted her and I was like, yes ma'am, what is the problem? Now, this may have happened before she said she was going to jump me or after, but she was like, you're minding business that's not your own, you're getting in my business. I said, this isn't about you. I don't care about you or your business. You can date whoever you want to date, you can talk to whoever you want to talk to. But I'm going to protect my friend Monica. If you're lying to her and I see that, I'm not going to just stay out of it because she's my friend. So I'm going to let her know, I don't know you. I don't care about you. All I care about is what's happening to my friend. And now that's what I was saying. I said, you can be as mad as you want to be, but I feel like you're just mad because you got caught in your own lies. And now you're trying to find somebody to be mad at. So you're trying to be mad at me. But I don't really care. It doesn't matter if you're mad. You can't do anything to me. And I was like, it's funny you're talking all this mess, because she started talking all out the side of her neck. And I was like, it's funny you're doing this, but I live in Florida and you live in Alabama. You know that I'm nowhere near you. I would like to see you talk all this mess when I'm in your face. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see you get all big and buck and bold and bad and little mess. I'm from Birmingham when I'm in the state. Let's do that. Because she wasn't saying any of this. We gonna get there. So it gets close to the time when I'm about to go, and she's talking about how she's gonna jump me, she wanna fight me, blah 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 blah. So I call her. I got her number from either Monica or Kenny, I don't even remember. But I called her and I was like, so what's this about? You wanna fight me? Like, what's up? And then she was like, well, I just feel like, since there's a problem, so we'll get out the way. I said, there's gonna be a problem regardless. I was like, you're wanting to fight me. First of all, she's a few years older than me, so I'm like, you're a grown behind woman about to graduate college, trying to fight me because you got caught in your own lie. Like, do you know how dumb you sound right now? Do you know how stupid you sound? You want to fight me? You want to jump me? You and your friends want to jump me? Let me tell you something, first of all. There will be no jumping me, because I have friends too. I'm from here. This is my hometown. I got niggas that, do you know who I am? Do you know what I'm about? I have people that will ride for me. I have people that will fight for me. I will have all of that. I can fight for myself now. Let's not get it twisted. Rika can handle herself. What you're not about to do is try to jump me. You're going to try to jump me with you and your little Sasquatch friends? Like, no, no. So I was like, I said, okay. Like, I didn't say anything. I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to be there for alumni, so don't even worry about it. So this is all happening. She talked all this. She said she swore up and down when she saw me, she was gonna jump me. It was about to be on site. She's from Birmingham, she big and bad and blah blah blah. So I'm just like, okay, when I get down there, because I'm not about to go back and forth with you. I didn't say anything to Monica about it. I mean, I kind of, we conversed about it because she's the one who told me originally that she wanted to jump me. But I was like, okay, but she's not though. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So I went to alumni. I didn't even wear, because usually for alumni, your girl step out. She get cute. She get okay. But I didn't do that this time because I wanted to be prepared, because I was like, oh shoot, if we gonna fight, I didn't want to fight because I was already grown up sitting there thinking, this is stupid. Why am I fighting you over somebody else? Like, what? But I was like, I said, if she tried to jump me, if that's what we're about, then Ricky's going to come prepared. So I was in my dress. I had my flip-flops on just because I need to just kick them suckers off real quick. And I took my brown bag that had my Vaseline and my ponytail holders in it. We get to alumni. It's me and my friends, me and my crew, okay? And we walk up into the building where alumni is. And I look over and I see her and Kenny. And I see some other people that I know that are mutual friends. And so I said, okay, so she said she's gonna jump me. Her friends are over there. She wasn't by herself. So I walked over there and I saw my friends, and I was obnoxious about it, you guys, because y'all, when I get irritated about something, I can be real petty. So I saw my friend, I was like, hey friend, being loud. She was right there. We was 5 feet from each other. She could have hit me at any time. She could so much as open her mouth to speak, to roll her eyes. I was looking dead at her face. She was avoiding eye contact. I was like, hey friend, being loud. Looking at him, I was like, hey, laughing. They're just like, Ricky, you're so petty. Everybody's laughing at me. My whole crew came with me because they was ready. They was like, is she gonna try to jump me, or we all gonna be fighting up in here? So I said, you're the one that wanted to fight, because I didn't have to make a first move or nothing, because I wasn't the person that was upset. I wasn't. So there was no reason for me to come at her. But I was like, oh, if you want to come at me, boo, bring it. Let's do this. If you want the fight, please bring the fight, but it's not gonna go the way that you think it's gonna go. So I went over there and I'm talking to my friends. I'm laughing, I'm joking. They're laughing at me because they know who I am. They know how I am, and they know I'm being petty. So they were all just like, Ricky, stop. And I was like, I know, I'm not doing nothing. So I look over. I kept looking over. Kenny was avoiding eye contact with me. And it was so funny because I was like, Kenny is only doing that because she right there. Because if she hadn't been right there, he would have spoke to me. He would have came to me. He would have tried to hug me. We would have been fine. But she was right there, so he was ignoring me. And they were like, you know, a couple or whatever. Now, mind you, I didn't even tell Kenny at that time that she was trying to get with Monica. He asked me questions, but I wasn't answering because in my mind, I was like, I really don't even want to talk to you because of how you keep throwing me under the bus to protect yourself. So he didn't even know about Monica, I don't think, at that time. But even if he did know about Monica, he probably wouldn't have left because they cheat on each other all the time and they just kind of, you know, argue and stay together. So I'm talking to my friend, and then finally she just, you know, takes Kenny and they go on their separate ways. So I'm thinking, oh, but you were gonna jump me, you were gonna beat me up, you're gonna do this, you were gonna do that. So I told Monica, I said, yeah, I saw her. I was standing right next to her for a full 10 minutes. She didn't so much as roll her eyes at me. Her friends were there because she was whispering off to them. I was like, no, sis, don't whisper to your friends. You're going to jump me, right? You're going to beat me up, right? You was going to set me straight. You was going to do what? Do something. Like, you were the one, and it'd be different because if I say, when I see you, I'm going to fight you, oh, sis, believe me, when I see you, you will be fought. Whether you fight back or not, you can either get beat up or you can fight me. It's going to be one or the other. I don't give options. So that's why I was like, I said, this is how I know you're not really about that life and you're not really from that background and that in the street, you know, that mentality. Because where I come from, if I say, oh, it's on site, that means as soon as I see you Tom and Jerry style, sis, it's time. We going. Like, that means that it's on. I'm going to bump you. I'm going to do something. Something is going to take place. But she didn't so much as say a word to me. I was like, oh, so you're not about that life. I thought you was from Birmingham. So this is what they do in Birmingham? They just look at you. They look at you and they roll their eyes. They didn't even roll their eyes. Look at you, avoid eye contact, and then walk away after spending a week or two talking mess and talking about how you was going to fight me, talking about how you was going to jump me, talking about how you was going to do this, talking about how you was going to do that, all because you got caught in your lie. You told my friend that you were wanting to be with her. You told her that you and old dude was just friends and you wasn't. Y'all was tonguing each other down on Snapchat. But you want to fight me because I'm talking mess. I wasn't talking mess. I told the truth. She was promiscuous, and this was something that everybody knew. Everybody knew that she was trying to talk to this guy and that guy, and all these guys had the receipts. They had the text messages. These are not, you know, questions. These isn't inferences. These are like proven facts that have been seen. There are receipts. There were receipts to back it up. There probably aren't now, but there were receipts to back it up. This wasn't just my opinion, and I was also, and if it was my opinion, I shared. That's just my opinion. You wanting to fight me over it shows your level of immaturity. I was grown and I didn't even want to fight her. Like, I was just like, that's stupid. I don't want to fight you over somebody else that I don't even want. And you're just petty. Like, and she talks all that mess on Snapchat, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all, like, she was dogging me in front of everybody. Like, everybody was just like, oh, Ricky, what did you do? What did you do? I was like, I didn't do anything. There was nothing to her that where she should want to fight me. Like, you got caught. Like, why are you mad at me? You lied. You got caught in your lie. Like, you just couldn't lie your way out of it, period. Like, that was just the way that worked, but you wanted to fight me over it. That just shows your level of guilt and your level of maturity. And what threw me, which is why I mentioned it earlier, she was running for Miss Oakwood. Little Miss, I'm from Birmingham, you don't want it, da-da-da-da-da, we gonna jump you, was running for Miss Oakwood to be the representative of a Christian school. Where'd they do that at, though? And I was like, now this, mind you, this happened forever ago. I forgot this situation even happened because of how irrelevant it was to me. Like, in my mind, I was just like, oh, we gonna fight. But, like, it's gonna be because you wanted to, because you initiated it. Like, you would have to hit me for me to fight this girl because she wasn't relevant to me. Like, I was just like, you're just some girl that the guy I used to talk to dated. Like, and on top of that, when that happened, he chose to date me instead of you. And I really feel like that's what it was. I feel like that's really why she was mad. Even though she was and it was funny because she's a beautiful girl. She's very pretty. Or at least I thought she was pretty. When I saw her in person, she wasn't as pretty as her pictures, but she was still pretty. Like, she was a very pretty girl. She had really beautiful hair, really beautiful smile. She was a pretty girl. And I was just like, why are you like this? Like, you're too cute to be acting so trashy. Like, clean yourself up, get it together. But at the same time, you know, you can't expect anything from anybody. People do what they want to do. And I was just like, that whole situation to me was funny. Like, it was funny as crap, but I came prepared, y'all. Like, I had my Vaseline, I had my ponytail holder, so if she wanted this to go down, oh, it could have went down. All she had to do was put her hands on me. In fact, all she had to do was put a finger in my face and I would have let her have it. because I don't play that. But I'm an adult, and I feel like once you reach a certain age, fighting over drama especially, it's just not cute. You look stupid to me. And that's what she looked like to me. I was like, you look stupid. And I'm glad that she didn't win Miss Oakwood, because in my mind I was like, that would have been horrible for this non-classy young lady to be representing the school. It was just not cute. Like, how are you? I was like, when she got runner-up, I was cracking up laughing. I was like, okay, Oakwood, good job. Y'all really choosing them out here, because she was really like no class. Like, I mean, like, the stuff that she said and the stuff that she was going through over such dumb stuff that she caused, it was just like, you're too old for this. But that's pretty much what happened. That's how, you know, sis wanted to fight me over some foolishness that she did. And I wasn't really with it, but I was prepared for it, because you never know. People really will try to jump you out here. I didn't know if she was about that life or not. And if she was about that jumping life, I wanted to be prepared. So I had my Vaseline and I had my roll dogs with me. If you enjoyed that story, then go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. If you've made it to this far in the video, then leave the punching emoji in the comment section down below. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and turn on your notification bell. If you want to hear the story about what happened between me and Kenny, as far as, actually, I might have said all of that in the story where I talked about me and him in our relationship, but if I didn't, then, you know, comment section down below if you want to hear about it. And if I didn't talk about it in that video, then I will make that story time as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.